Okay, here we have more Amstrad Action as per usual. Continuing issue 44. Staying into the middle of 1989. So, next game we get to look at is SDI by Activision. $9.99 cassette, $14.99 disc, joystick or keys. 3-minute warning! The Russians have launched a preemptive strike. Make your way to the shelters, collect what you need for the next 2 months, and say goodbye to loved ones allocated different shelters. Our only hope lies in our Strategic Defense Initiative, SDI. Let's just hope it's a better defense than painting the windows and hiding under the stairs with a paper bag on your head. Activision have brought the US Senate's Strategic Defense Initiative to life for the CPC. The scenario is much the same, only it works. You pilot a satellite trying to destroy Russian missiles before they get affect Beverly Hills property prices. If any get through, you have to defend cities individually. Your ship would win no prizes as Vogue Starship of the Month, let alone Vogon. You have only one laser to begin with, the cheek of it, aimed with a roving cursor. Land the cursor on or near an enemy and blast away. Accuracy is not of paramount importance when dealing with megaton missiles. In the first defensive half, you get used to the cursor fire control. Okay with the joystick, but awkward with keys. To move the cursor, the fire button must be depressed, crowding the keyboard. This can be a little distracting when you have a 10 megaton missile breathing down your neck. The number of nukes you intercept is revealed at the end of each section by bar graphs showing the proportion of each type of craft destroyed. If you destroy 100% of incoming weapons, you get bonus points announced right in the middle of Armageddon by dancing ducks. I think the Pingos actually. This is a Sega port from a Sega game after all. Logic suggests you sit things out when life gets confused. We are talking Victoria Station rush hour. This ploy has one major drawback. There are too many missiles through. And Earth goes up in a flash of yellow and it's game over. How many lives do you have left? Moral, keep an eye on the damage meter and time your stints of cowardice and bravery. Each level only lasts a short time, and then along puddles a shuttle to rearm you and give you a lift to the next stage. On higher levels during battle, aid and assistance come as supply satellites, which drop weapons pods when shot. This comes as a welcome lay-by on the rocky road to victory. That's all there is, a straightforward shoot the evil empire's missiles before they shoot you game. Speed is needed as the fighter ships desperately try to corner you. The choice is simple, fight or flight. The space illusion is enhanced by the drift and slight delay in response to your guidance. Overall graphic presentation is excellent, if limited in colour. But then, in space, it must still pay to be camouflaged, and olive green is going to stick out a bit. Satellites spin smoothly, and the enemy's attack craft are wonderfully done. With just the right blend of sci-fi and fact to forgive the game fantasy menace with a reality base. Star Wars may go ahead as a project, and while the system will not work in exactly this way, it is easy to see how NASA sold the idea to a 70-year-old man with a jelly bean fixation. Until the time comes when such a system is in operation, don the spacesuit and let's play global thermonuclear war. Remember, the fate of the world is in your hands. Someone's got to stop this conflict before something serious happens. First day target score, 75,000 points. Special guest, second opinion. This is a little hard to read. Ron, Nancy and Bonzo. Ex-Pres retirement rest home, Miami, Florida, US of A. Dear AA, my fellow amnesiacs. Hiya, boys. Did you get How did you get hold of military info so secret? I've forgotten it. So realistic, just like a movie I was in last year. I played the part of the president in Hey Don. Uh, uh, the real thing didn't work, though. Nancy said the stars were all wrong. But the graphics, especially the ship's shape, like jelly beans, good enough to eat. I always knew World War could be enjoyable. This is more fun, and not by not quite as messy. Yours, Ronnie Reagan. Okay. The verdict. Graphics 76%. Great sprites. Not enough colour. Sonics 55%. In space, no one can hear you scream. They can only hear you blow up. Where's the music? Grab factor 84%. Controls take some getting used to. Simple to play, but almost impossible to remain unrattled. Staying power 76%. Trying to score 100% draws you back again and again and again. Too easy for hardened space shooters? AA rating 82%. Based on reality, set in fantasy. It almost makes the whole SDI thing seem feasible. I did say almost. Okay. I haven't set anything up here yet. Supposed to do this beforehand. Okay. Alright, let's get started. And here we go. Okay. No, we're not cheating. SDI. Sega. Activision. Yep, it's absolutely silent. One or two player game. One or two players. One player game. It's the only option you get. Well, we can start the game then. Let's go. Player one. That's the sound. Right, that was easy. First stage is very easy. Results of offensive half. Perfect bonus. Here you get a dancing pingo for your trouble. Oh, it also was easy. I think how many stages there was in this. 15? 20? I'm not sure. Something like that. Perfect. Stage 3, offensive half. Get ready. Oh, this one's come out. Okay. Stage 3, that should be our 75,000. Perfect. 40,000. Stage 4, offensive half. Oh, This does seem a lot easier than the arcade version is. More dancing pingos. We lose our power-ups at the end of the stage, huh? Oh! Damn it. Okay, we're not getting perfect on this stage. Now we have to do the defensive half. Stage 5, defensive half. Get ready. So that's a little hard to dodge everything there. Did I lose points there for? Was that 149,000 at some point? I don't know. Alright, total bonus points for stage. Alright, stage 6, offensive half. Well, that's another perfect. So I think it goes back to 20,000 though. There's only missile and fighter in this stage. Yeah, back to 20,000. Stage 7, offensive half. Oh god damn it! I don't think I like the double targets much. Oh, missed one. Or did I? Ah! Damn it. Stage 7, defensive half. Yeah? Yep, okay. Stage 8. Ah, jeez. That's too close. Oh, now it's game over. One life remaining is the last one. 182,660. Most valuable commanders. Yeah, that's SDI. halfway through the game, I think. Somewhere around there. Yeah. We'll move on. Don't really want to play it again. It's a long enough game. Move on. Next game. It's Crazy Cars 2. Oh boy. By Titus. $9.99 cassette. $14.99 disc. Joystick or keys. Ferrari have built some rather nippy motors down the year, but without a doubt the F40, a hunk of metal that travels from 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds, produces 478 bhp, and is yours for a mere £350,000 plus VAT and PMP, plates and delivery extra, is the most awesome of them all. And now your chance to drive, crash or thrash one for as long as you like in Crazy Cars 2. The plot. A stolen car record is plaguing America. Problem is, the perpetrators are police officers. To stop them, you must cross 4 states without being caught. You do have the advantage, however, of a brand spanking new Ferrari F40, all fitted out with go faster extras as if it needs them, such as radar detection devices. Your car squeals away in a cloud of tyre smoke, and the speedo busts through the magical 100 kph, 60 mph mark in even fewer seconds than the real thing. It bucks from side to side to gain traction, and despite its huge tyres, if you get things wrong, you spin out. Mansell style. As the car picks up speed, it starts to misbehave, and becoming harder and harder to line up for corners. And more importantly, to overtake bent coppers you come across on the road. Speed is enhanced with some neat sound sonics, approaching and then passing a jam jar. You hear a siren change tone, so you know when to hurl abuse safely. And the engine tone varies with revs rather than the boring monotone growl often associated with car sims. The visuals are great too, with panoramic sweeps to take you back on the road after a smash. Grass spewing from your wheel arches when a shortcut is taken, and very neat explosions when all has failed and you have managed to target a lamppost. Listen, buddy, if you want to learn to drive, I won't stand in your way, but when you crash that car of yours, don't come crawling to me, Ed. Gameplay is inevitably strictly limited, but with a dream car to drive, a solid chase scenario, and realistic routes to chase across, any CPC driver is bound to have his or her hands full. Crashing is far too easy, and this interrupts the flow of the game, but it doesn't cost you a life. Who are they trying to kid? A head of a lamppost at 170 mph and it doesn't even cost you a life? Only time, the big enemy. Sometimes you feel more as if you're driving in London than the Arizona desert, especially if you crash behind a police vehicle. They want to arrest you, but I thought they were the bad guys. And if they get in front of you at low speed, you're nicked, mate. But often after a crash, the police just wait up the road ready to pounce, and then there's no way out. Oddly, crashing on a slip road sometimes results in a similar no-win situation, where your shiny new motor just repeatedly explodes for no apparent reason. This has to be put down as a bug, however, rather than a feature. Crazy Cars 2 is an excellent car chase game with graphics that leave many sims standing, such as Codemaster's twin-turbo V8, which stars the same car. It's not stunningly fast, but it's fast enough. Play it at your peril, for while it's fun and is instantly appealing, it is also annoyingly hard to beat. Hours will be spent crashing into trees, bollards, and law enforcers. It ain't that crazy, but the car is something else. First day target score. Get into another state. What a state to get yourself into. Utah, New Mexico, Colorado, and Arizona, actually. Second opinion. It's not often fights break out, and in the AA office, we came but pretty close this time. I tried telling Trent that as editor I should get a go at Crazy Cars 2 whenever I wanted. I can't repeat his reply, I didn't understand most of it. So I told him to go off and work on his joystick survey. Green screen. Looks fine, but Ferrari should always be red. The Ferrari F40 File, built to celebrate Ferrari's 40th birthday. Arguably the fastest production car ever built. Current market value in excess of £325,000. Estimate. Colour, Italian Racing Red. Designed and built, Maranello, Italy. Maximum speed, 203 mph. Estimate. 0 to 60, 3.9 seconds. 0 to 120, 10.3 seconds. V8, twin IHI turbos, whatever that means. Weber Morelli timed injection, 2,936cc engine, produces 478 bhp at 7,000 rpm. When tested by Fastlane Mag, insurance cost £2,500, and that was just for 1 hour. The verdict. Graphics 84%, a really smooth ride. Just a teeny-weeny bit slow, perhaps. Sonic 73%. Great title music. Smashing Doppler effect sirens. Grab factor 79%. Simple to pick up and play. Staying power 67%. Whole lot of road to ride. Too many police and too narrow roads. AA rating 82%. Test drive the F40 today. Okay. Now we get to play it. Alright. They're getting better at the digitised music thing. Starting point, Montrose, Colorado. Your next destination is Denver, Colorado. Oh, off we go. Ow. This is kind of sort of game that you just... The only thing you can't help but crash into everything, pretty much. Got 327. Yeah, touch those, you explode. Oh. It's a little narrow here, isn't it? Yeah, this is a little narrow here. Oh, no. I explode, the cop car does not. Passing anything is really difficult. Especially on corners. Oh! Crashed in a tiny tree. Oh! Couldn't decelerate fast enough. Okay! Okay. I'll take that. Somehow went right through it. Oh. These little bullets make you explode too much. This is way too narrow. Yeah, this is what it means here. Exploding over and over. You can't really do anything. I'm not even sure it's in the middle of the road. Okay, we can at least quit. Restart. Try again. Where's the sound gone? See how the sound has died. Oh no, there we go, some sound. Engine sounds have died. Oh! Not sure how close I was. Okay, engine's back. Oh, but he's waiting for me. Okay. I'm not doing it again. It's terrible. You're under arrest. Game over. We'll try that again then. So I think the roads are randomly generated. Different every time, I think. Oh, damn it. Just waiting for it. He's just waiting. Yeah, we didn't have let left turn to start with the previous attempt. Oh, we got past it. Okay, we got past. Sure, I could have slowed down much quicker than that, right? Do it. Oh, I want to go see yourself. Oh, you turned right into me. We survived though somehow. Okay, supposed to. Couldn't turn fast enough. Okay, go through that again. Damn it. Oh. Congratulations! Next destination is Cortez, Colorado. Oh, progress has been made. Okay, we got past that somehow. This way. Sure. Okay. Oh. Begin. Oh. Sheesh. That was a cop's fault. Oh no. Change right into you. Oh. Okay. Took a shortcut. It's perfectly fine. Oh. I couldn't turn in anymore. Damn it. Sure. All right. Oh, jeez, I survived. I thought I was going to die. Oh, you're entering a new state, Utah. Okay. That's the first thing that greets you. don't want you to get past them, do they? Oh, damn it. This is see me waiting for me now. Where's the turn? Turn, damn you. Damn it, you don't want to turn. Another one. Oh. Try to get far left as I can so I can get past the cop. He always moves when you move. Pretty annoying. Like that. Bloody. Keep going. Damn it. There's always to be on a corner. Oh. A lot of crashing. Oh. You're under arrest. Game over. Oh. Alright. Well, that's Crazy Cars 2. Let's move on. Next game. Well, we've got the compilation sections. Bargain Basement. Of course you're short of readies. Who isn't? But you don't have to go without all the best games. You may have to wait a while. Treat and Rib, muscles are rippling, tears the cellophane off the In Crowd, and other latest offerings. The In Crowd, Ocean 1495 cassette. Not so much the In Crowd as the extremely violent gang. Ocean's collection will have blood running in the streets if WMACC Smith is any judge, as 8 of the fastest and most destructive games known to the CPC gathered together for your pleasure. Star has to be Barbarian, a good indication of the quality of the games included in the package. These are not just a few warmed up leftovers, but some of the best games produced over the past year and a bit. You can choose between beating someone senseless as Karnov, or learn how to do it properly at the combat school. Admittedly, there are 2 turkeys in the form of Predator and Karnov, but even these are fun to play for a while. Gryzor, issue 29, 82%. Barbarian, issue 23, 87%. Crazy Cars, issue 33, 59%. Predator, issue 32, 43%. Karnov, issue 34, 50%. Combat School, issue 28, 84%. Target Renegade, issue 35, 86%. And Platoon, issue 32, 82%. AA rating, 88%. A great collection for any serious blaster and bar basher. 8 quality games for under £15. Brilliant value. Arcade Muscle, US Gold, $12.99 tape, $17.99 disc. Assault your computer with 5 action-packed arcade smashes. The blurb proudly boasts, better rephrase that as insult your computer, because this box, the illustration on which is the best thing about the whole deal, just doesn't come close to making the grade. They're all dull arcade conversions that lacking the original's magic that made them a success. The best of a bad lot is 1943, which is at least diverting. There are some real donkeys to drag it down. Bionic Commando is colourless and characterless. Street Fighter was overrated at 51%. And even 1943 didn't rate a rave, let alone a master game. Street Fighter, issue 34, 51%. Bionic Commando, issue 37, 39%. Road Blasters, 38%, 69%. Issue 38, 69%. 943, issue 39, 72%. Sidearms, issue 32, 68%. AA value rating, 37%. Lots of gloss and a nice cover. Desperately short on class. We got Gargoyle Classics. Virgin, $9.99 tape, $14.99 disc. Back in the mists of time, when Acid House was still semi-detached, a whole batch of games came out that were head and shoulders above the competition. Sweevo's World, simple but great fun, features a cartoon cross between Stan Laurel and E.T. in an attempt to clean up a planet. Marsport takes place on a hostile Mars trying to save the Earth. Well, it was a long time ago. It sounded original. Others included Tir Na Nog, Dundalash, and my personal favourite, Heavy on the Magic, a great blend of arcade action and adventure puzzles. A must for games players who have missed these the first time round. Each is a solid, well thought out game. Some of them look a little dated, but they all have an undistinguishable quality. 2 raves and 2 master games from 4 reviews ain't bad by anyone's reckoning. AA value rating 85%. Once a classic, always a classic. Times dated these just a little. Sweevo's World, Issue 5, 90%. Dundarach, Issue 1, 90%. Marsport, Issue 3, 95%. Heavy on the Magic, Issue 10, 92%. And Tir Na Nog, which has not been reviewed. Which means we have to play the damn thing. Probably not for terribly long. It's very much the same sort of thing as Dundarach and Marsport. It's been a while since issue 3. So, get it set up. Did I not reach any spaces I pressed? There's a face. By Gargoyle Games, 1984. Don't think it was actually originally released. I think this is the first release of the game in this compilation, or something like that. Now, enter Tir Na Nog, save game, restore game, demo mode. Let's go. I just got to remember the keys now. Okay, Z and X. It's pretty much keys only, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Let's rotate. So, it's a dead end right here. Yeah. X. Okay. We have an X. Locked. This is not locked. Plane of Lies. I don't know if that's an attack or just something else. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, that's just the. I thought it was something. It's just a dead end. Never mind. Nice animated smoke coming out of the volcano in the background. Was this something? I've absolutely no idea where I'm going. We guys going around in a circle. Does this count as parallax scrolling? This is a long path. Let's continue along. Oh, did he? Never mind. That's where we came in. No, I guess not. Okay, off we go. This way. Another door. Oh, it's a thing. Bones. Oh, a face has appeared. Crown. Ow. 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 I think I'm dead. And we start all over again. Okay. Try again. Altar of the seal. Let's go through this door this time. Forest of Soon. Let's have a wander through this forest. Trees. Is this the forest? Oh, what's this? We're just going around in a circle here. This way. No, it's this way. Get your sense of the direction correct. It's this direction. Dead end. Of course it is. City. Oh no, dead. All your items are dropped where you die. Oh no. It's after me. It's my thing. Oh no, dead end. Ah! Stab him. No. Oh no. Well. You get the idea. Wander around, find items, do something with them. And I have no idea what I'm doing. So we'll move on. I don't think we're going to get any further. Okay. Next game is the Real Ghostbusters by producer. I think someone forgot to put something in there. $9.99 cassette, $14.99 disc, joystick, keys for second player only. Who did publish this? I forget who published this damn thing. We shall find out when we load it up. Just when you thought it was safe to open the fridge, the situation, your city, or Bath, Ed, is overrun with ghosties and ghoulies in all descriptions. You, and a friend in two-player version, have to battle against the otherworldly forces across a dozen landscapes to reach and destroy the source of the ethereal interference. This saves the city and, presumably, the world. Your only other companion is Slimer, so an ectoplasmic joker with an affection for humans. One touch of the slippery sidekick sends any ghost running for cover. Problem is, Slimer's a fickle friend who needs some proof of your need for help. Hence, you need to bust some ghosts on your own, trap the essence in your backpack, and show the colloidal companion that you need aid. Players are armed with the standard streamer guns, so necessary to dispatch these corporeal beings and store them. These fire two different ways. A single press of the button releases a bolt that reduces your opponents into so much extra dimensional energy. Translation: a ghost sprite. A long burst releases a stream that sucks this ghost essence into your backpack, giving you extra points, and sometimes a Slimer. There is, however, a price to be paid, and that the backpacks need energy to operate. This energy can be replaced by touching energy packs. Some objects release them when shot. Running out of energy doesn't happen often, but it's bad news when you do, because the ghosts swarm all over you. The idea is to go up the screen avoiding ghosts and picking up extra points. At the end of each level is a guardian and a portal. When a guardian is destroyed, it drops a key, which lets you pass under the portal. Under? It's only a graphic quirk, but it could have been avoided. Each level is more than one screen wide, so that playing area scrolls to keep up with you. There are different routes to the end, so that after playing a level a couple of times, you find out which ways are best for points or progressing in the game. Starting on a series of skyscrapers, you travel through a series of strange swamps and graveyards. Each level is different nasties attacking you, and the variety of sudden death is quite extensive enough for me. Things with teeth, acid drops, zombies, that's just the first level. There's a really good rendition of Ray Parker Jr.'s Ghostbusters theme when you load up, but as you start to play it takes about a second for that appealing touch to evaporate, purely because the colours are dreadfully dull. Playing in a darkened room helps somewhat. You notice areas you didn't before, but it really is off-putting. In fact, this is one of the very rare species of games that actually looks better on a green screen monitor than in colour. Another annoying factor is that you have only to pass close to a ghost to lose a life. Collision detection is way off. The only remedy to blast those ghosts as far away as possible. Oh yes, and the game crashed once, necessitating a reload. Each level is loaded individually. That apart, I rather enjoyed it, although it's really a little easy for a hardened game player. Looks fairly naff, but there's some fun there if you're patient. First day target score. Reach the Guardian on level 3. Altogether now, who you gonna call? Without Slimer, you won't last long. The portal's Guardian, destroy it to continue. Second level, and things are getting tough. Second opinion. Great music, and I appreciate the opportunity to meet Mr. Slimer in person. But oh dear, RGB is let down badly by its drab appearance. I guess it's so dark for atmosphere, but frankly, I'd rather see what I was doing. Not my favour of 89. Green screen. better than colour. The verdict, graphics, 50%. Scrolling, sprites and movement are fine, but truly awful muddy colours. Sonic, 72%, brill theme tune and decent spot effects. Grab factor, 49%. Looks a big letdown. Staying power, 61%. Needs skill to complete. AA rating, 57%. A very average arcade conversion. Okay. I think this is Virgin again. To check that. Actually, tell me. It's Activision. This was published by Activision. Okay. The Real Ghostbusters, Corridata East, USA, Inc., 1987. That stops the music pressing escape. Let's restart so we can hear it all. Trademark and copyright Data East USA Inc. 1987. Alright, and here's the game. No wonder it looks better on a green screen. It's already green. And that's death. Yeah, he's a Slimer. And a death. And death. This seems really dangerous. I'll leave it. Oh, it's the boss that fires toilet paper at you. Yeah, this walks into you, huh? Just get the key. And under the door we go. Yeah, one up for 50 ghosts. I think I got 10. Right, it's stage 2. Get away from me. Oh, dead. That's it. Game over. I'll try again. Fire to start. Wow. Go. And we did again. Oh, we survived. Oh. Get out of there. Ah. Yo, we got too close. Oh. Down to 2 lives. I'm going after you. Go this way. Still throwing the toilet paper at me. It's brown, so it must be you. Okay. I got a shield. This is going to run out eventually, right? Okay, of course, turns into a ladder, obviously. What is Slimer? Okay, we got Slimer. Oh, dead. Oh, no, it did. 5 lives, that's it. No more. Well, it extends for 50 ghosts. Gotta finish the stage to get that, though. One more go. One more go. But we won't get any further. Dead already. Let's find more over here before we die again. Oh, that thing's got a... Well, that was quick. Got 4 lives for the second stage. Ow. Oh, that's a death. Hey, we've got Slimer. Stage 3. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, dead. Look at all that energy we could use. Right? Probably did again. forward. Oh, we got the boss. I think. We're not quite the boss, are we? Okay, we got one. We're gonna get it eventually. Yeah, okay, it's third stage. That for one up? Or are we one short? Too short! Of course we are. Four. Jeez. Oh, Jesus! Oh, speed! Oh, we got Slimer. I don't know what that was. No Slimer. I don't know, I can't tell. Oh, jeez. Ah! Oh. Okay, there's the fourth boss. I don't know how you're supposed to beat that. Hi. Next game is Pacland, the Grand Slam. $8.95 cassette, $14.95 disc, joystick or keys. Pac-Man, Pac-Mania, and now this. Is there no end to the tiresome Pac cult? In this hyped arcade conversion, you are pitted yet again against Blinky, Inky, Pinky. What became of Clyde? He's there. Your task is to journey through a town eating fruit and power pills as you go, across the desert and up some mountains, in order to direct a fairy who's lost. A sillier scenario I've yet to see. The screen is viewed from the side. You have to travel from one edge to the other without hitting one of the three ghosts before doing the next screen. There should be five. There's five in the arcade version. One ghost drives a car and another pilots an aeroplane. I don't know, ghosts of today? They get it mad. What became of Clyde then? A few obstacles are placed along the path, fire hydrants, cacti and tree stumps, but get this, rather than walking into them, you can jump over them. This is slightly dangerous though, because the aeroplane cruises across the screen at different altitudes, dropping bricks as it goes. A little luck is involved in avoiding all the hazards. This is what lets down a simple but fun game. The movement of the Pac-Man is that of a snail. He takes so long to slow down and then start moving in the opposite direction. Meanwhile, the ghosts catch you up and kill you. And luck rather than skill saves your skin. There's a time limit on the bottom of the screen which counts down fast. When it's gone, the ghosts speed up, and sooner or later another life is lost. Any spare time which you might have had at the end of a level is converted into bonus points. In short, Pacland is terminally boring due to dull graphics, sluggish control, poor collision detection, and the lack of any interesting features. Avoid unless you're a rabid fan. First aid target score. Get stuck on the third level. Second opinion. I imagine the younger player enjoying this, but for anyone old enough to have seen the Pac phenomenon before it will all seem as like child's play. Green screen. Less disappointing. The verdict. Graphics 45%. Faithful to the original. But that was a long time ago. Whole 5 years. Sonic's 43%. Infuriating tune. You can't turn it off. Grab factor 55%. Simple to play. And fun too. Staying power 47%. You get stuck sooner or later. 5 lives aren't enough. AA rating 48%. Not addictive enough. Not addictive enough. And oh, there he is. He's the Pac-Man. Pacland, copyright 1984, Namco, licensed to Grand Slam Entertainment, exclusively for Europe. Exclusively. Pac, wife, Ween, Clyde, Sue. Right. You gotta find one little glaring problem with this game. Oh, here you go. Got the queen in. Right, play one ready. Trip one. It does not scroll at all. Right. Also, his jump's always the same height. You don't do small jumps when you're running slow. And on the arcade version, you can stand on top of the ghosts without dying. Then you get past the first screen. Keep wondering if the hydrants are pushable like in the arcade version. I'm going to assume they're probably not. Music's decent though, at least it's something. Yeah, okay. Whee! You get a big old jump if you go powerful. Oh no! I'm a lot better at the arcade version. Jump! Good collision detection there. Like it was avoidable or something. Go back. Oh, he's going the other direction this time. Oh no, oh no. Is that the last life or not? Nope. Okay, this is the last life. Here we go. These screens are nothing. Oh no, get behind me. Yeah, just keep going. Now I've got to go through the forest. That was a lot longer than it should be. Oh boy! Round 3! Jeez. Yeah! There we go. control of the jumping. You just don't really have it. You've got to need it for that stage. Good one will go. So you actually, I don't know, you get 5 lives. What? Look, I'm supposed to notice something that's off screen. Really? $100? I don't know if you can get the 7650 bonus. They expect you to get default high score of 150,000 somehow. Oh, 50. No, I guess not. What is that? Random? Okay. Oh, good. Damn it. Okay. I've got this more! Oh, jeez. Bouncing on the... Oh no! Okay, that's not how that works! How does that work on this? How does this work on this version? How does this work? You have to waggle the joystick? I don't know. Apparently, right into the depth. What? You did it again! Just drop something off screen, you have absolutely no idea it's there. One more go. One more stupid go. Wait, at least get the trip back. Come on. Oh, don't. Can we quit? Do we have a quit button? Okay, we do. Control escape seems to work. Try again. Whatever. Oh, he's after me! There you go, there's your 7650. It's a exact, completely wrong place to put it, but yeah, it did something. Couldn't avoid it. Couldn't avoid it. It's got no, almost no air control. Look again. I forgot to jump. Oh, whatever. Oh no. Should not slow down to jump. A bad idea. Even less control. Oh, come on! That has no effect on... Ah! Stupid. What? Is he going upwards for? Also, how is that avoidable? It's utterly unfair. Utterly. Also, why does it give you credits if there's no continues? Actually, the arcade version didn't have continues either, but did it? I think it did. What's the point of having credits? Anyway. We'll move on. I think this is the last game. Yeah, it's the last game. Another arcade port. Blasteroids by Imageworks. $8.99 cassette, $14.99 disc. Joystick or keys. Already a classic arcade game, a revamped Asteroids with colour. Guess what the CPC version of Blasteroids looks like? Correct! Not a lot of colour. The idea is simple. Choose your skill level and face screens of alien nasties and asteroids, which you have to reduce to space dust with your trusty laser. After all the screens are clear of debris, you are then whisked away by a huge teleporter into hyperspace. From here you choose the next sector to clear, and also what's in it. Once the sectors are cleaned up, you face Mucor, the bog-standard end-of-level guardian that must be destroyed in order to go on to the next difficulty level. A nice feature is that two people can play simultaneously. Loads of fun! Controlling a spaceship is very easy. You have the standard rotate left and right, fire and thrust key. Gives you a shove forwards. A non-standard feature is the transformer, which flips the ship between 3 different sizes. The smaller the ship, the more agile it is, but the larger the ship is, the more firepower it can bring to bear. A droid control is vital to success, and the difficulty level is just right for improvement. Hitting asteroids or aliens, or having them shoot you, decreases your energy. 0 energy equals death. Gems can be mined from certain asteroids to give you more energy. Sometimes aliens drop extra equipment for you. Firepower, shields, fuel cells. They just store more energy and more range. Problem is, other aliens coming into the screen can pick these up too. Deceptively easy. Blasteroids are good, if plain looking, shoot 'em up. That's like the arcade, but different. First aid tablets will complete the easy level. Mashing Mucor. Second opinion. Looks flashy, though it could do with splashier colour. And 2 years ago it would have knocked your socks off. But it's a well-worn formula. I think Pat's overestimating its staying power. Green screen. Just as fun. The verdict. Graphics. 62%. Well animated, but colour is scarce. Sonics. 57%. Nice, spooky title tune. Game effects are good too. Grab factor 71%. Very hard to put down. Winning is very hard. Staying power 65%. Even easy is challenging. Once mastered, interest will wane. AA rating 68%. Good for an involved blast. Okay. Okay. Another one of these, is it? Blasteroids, trademark. Correct. 987, 10 gen. Rise Reserve, licensed to Mirrorsoft Limited. Provisioned by Tech Software Development. Down a bit. Let's go. Define keyboard controls. Thrust. Transform. Left, right. Fire. Lower. Play one, or play two, I guess, is joystick first. Easy warp. You have transform. Oh. Come on, get back here, get back here. You have 8 sectors to clear. Only 8. My energy. My energy. No, no, my energy. No, no. Yeah. It's not going to let me use it. That's a waste of energy, that was. Okay, here we go. Spread shot. I think this gives you a shield, you're invincible or something for a period of time. Or some such. We're back to single shot again. He says it didn't last long enough. You have 5 sectors to clear. Get away from my power up! Keep stinging my power ups. Four sectors to clear. Running out of energy. Clearly not going fast enough here to catch up with it. Come on. Okay. 3 sectors to clear. That's going toward me. Oh, jeez. Huh? 2 sectors to clear. Oh, I think we died. Pick off over my path. Oh, we lost 2 credits already. It's unfortunate. We have 1 sector to clear. Okay. Fly down portable to attack Bucor. He just starts on top of you. Hit every side. Controls. Controls. Shoot, come on, shoot, fire! Out of the way. Did it! 16 sectors to clear. Come on, get the thing. No! Never mind. Barely survived. But that's going to run you slower. Oh, what? Fifteen sectors to clear. Fourteen sectors to clear. Ow. Thirteen sectors to clear. Okay. I didn't leave anything. Oh, rip off. sectors to clear. Ooh, what is that thing? Ooh. They stay still when you kill them, huh? Oh, we did. Okay. And he did again. Last credit. Nothing. Ten sectors to clear. Huh? No choice. Gotta go this way. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. What is this mode? Okay, I got shields. We're rapidly losing. Oh, there's more. Oh, never mind. Next. Oh, what have we got in here? Oh, there's shields. Oh no, look, we've still got shields left. Oh jeez. Now we've lost shields. Oh, and we did. Game over. Press space. That's it. Um, Oh, yeah, that's Blasteroids. It's a bit slow paced. But yeah, anyway, back to the magazine. So yeah, that's the last review. Now you read the rest of the magazine. Attention Amstrad users, BBD professional dust covers offer an exclusive range of stylish, top quality protective covers for your computing equipment. Non-fade, non-shrink, non-crack, machine washable, easy iron, flame retardant finish, anti-static treated, fully guaranteed. What? You haven't bought the Micro Music Creator? Oh no. First Byte Software, there's not Pac-Man, right? Take to the skies. We've really got a prize for you this time. Yes, you could win the EP Champion electric-powered radio-controlled airplane kit in a fairly simple to enter Operation Hormuz competition. Actually, we're pretty cheesed off here in the AA office. One morning this week, a huge parcel arrived. Imagine how excited we opened it up and found this lot. Great, we said, and then, quick, where's the nearest park? Where there is plenty of room to fly this radio-controlled airplane, being alert, of course, to ensure that safety is maintained at all times. Then we found the letter. Here's the prize for the Operation Hormuz competition. It read, you will be extra careful not to accidentally take it out of its box and give it a try out, won't you, chaps? So to put paid to that, it's no fun at all sometimes, this job. Still, when you win this beast, you'll let us come around to your house sometimes and have a go, won't you? You won't? Oh, she can be so mean sometimes. How to enter? All you have to do is answer these slightly tricky questions, preferably correctly, on the back of the envelope or a postcard, no letters opened, and post it off pronto to Operation Hormuz AA. You've got until 31st of May. Where are the Straits of Hormuz? What's the US's largest aircraft carrier called? What British plane is the McDonnell Douglas VTOL based on? Which ocean flows through the Straits of Hormuz? So Operation Hormuz is the game. When we reviewed Operation Hormuz at AA41, we said the scrolling is fast and smooth. You can do some pretty impressive maneuvers with the plane, and the explosions are crude but effective. It does its job as a shoot 'em up very well. A solid playable game. We rated 70% and concluded that it's ideal for gratuitous blasting. Operation Hormuz is published by Again Again at $9.99 cassette and $49 disc. Again Again's first release was The Monsters. Coming up next month is Gilbert the Alien. God, we haven't played The Monsters, have we yet? I wonder if they reviewed it. I'm not sure they did. Oh well. The look. That sprightly Pat McDonald puts you in the picture. French utilities are often something. It's got to stop speaking French. Discology and ultrasound. We've got the gallery. Whiz. Tom Higgins of Glasgow wins £20 with Whiz AMX art. Count Duckula on the right comes a close second. A loading screen? No, but Tom Higgins' work would grace any game, AMX art. Send in the look entry, sees asterisk, courtesy of J.A. Lindsay of Ross on Y. Tom Higgins again. But it can't be a loading screen. This one isn't even released yet. AMX art. Time stood still. Ben Cowell of Folkestone has a light touch when it comes to pictures. Smart 2. Ben Cowell again with another brilliantly atmospheric entry. Smart 2. Kiwi Andre Ewenhuel is crazy about Def Leppard. A picture tells 1,000 words. AMX art. Thursley resident Robert Sinclair has a peculiar form of transport. Smart 2. The artwork. Day in the life, the language some CPC users use. You're never too old to acquire a CPC, learn the world's second international language, and get your story into day in the life. Just ask Bertrand Russell, 75-year-old CPC owning fluent Esperantist. I wasn't expecting a 464 as a present. After all, I was 70. Still, that was 4 years ago. Starting like everyone else from total ignorance, I soon acquired Protext and eventually upgraded early this year to a 6128. Games aren't my scene at all, though I have been known on occasion to indulge in a fight with my CPC in a chess match. And I found it was a little late in life, though I plan to live to be 130, for me to come to grips with the technical depths of machine language and the specialist jargon inevitably scattered throughout magazines and manuals. I've primarily used the 6128 for initially the study of BASIC, and then for the preparation of lecture notes and in fairly extensive correspondence. Esperanto hits the 100. The international language celebrates 100 years of unique cultural value. Oh no, they've written a box in Esperanto. Free with this issue of AA, your first lesson in Esperanto. Always save your work. Esperanto for beginners. Esperanto spreads. Radio Peking broadcasts 3 half-hourly programs each day in Esperanto. The Russian government has begun using it for anti-nuclear war propaganda. The Wales Tourist Board produces leaflets for Esperanto-speaking tourists. Norwegian railways use it in timetables. Hungary, Switzerland, Brazil, and Belgium, among others, have issued commemorative postage stamps in its favour. Philips, Agfa-Gevaert, and Fiat use it to sell their products. Manchester University provides courses in linguistics, biology, etc. with Esperanto as the language of instruction. Amstrad Action featured a day in the life about an Esperanto user in May 1989, and you're reading it right now. PM Thatcher is ignored while President Mitterrand and Chancellor Kohl solve the language problem. Esperantists claim that the European Parliament spends £10 per word on interpretation and translation. Wonderful. WOPS, Disk Manager and Copier. Wonderful. Type-ins, programs to edify, educate, and entertain. Pat McDonald's in charge. One too many D's there. Life. A fast version of the old but ever popular microcomputer game Life, courtesy of John Fitzpatrick of Navan. The idea is to create a life form that can survive for as long as possible, evolving constantly. On the screen are a series of cells, each capable of living if the following rules are satisfied. 1. Cells with fewer than 2 neighbours die. Cells with 2 or 3 neighbours survive. Cells with more than 3 neighbours die. When 3 cells surround an empty space, a cell is born. The program first displays a demo screen, which happily gets on with life. Pressing any key holds the program its tracks, a menu is displayed, and these controls become active. Space plots a cell, delete removes a cell, tab clears the screen, use cautiously, return starts the game. Use cursor keys to move around the screen. One further variation which can be added is to remove all the print commands and change the mode command in line 1000 to either 0 or 1. The rules for the different environment are different from those above, the colour of the cells being as crucial as their position. Hacker Extra. You print out your life results. Abstract. Ever wanted to do some abstract art on your CPC? This program actually produces it for you. Just sit down and press C, T, or S to create shapes and random locations around the screen. Weird sounds emanate from your computer, and at the end you have a result that would have Picasso revolving in his grave. Chris Marlowe of Formby is the artist responsible. Next month, we proudly present Typewriter. Ouch. A program exclusive to AA, and so it should be, since it'll be Pat writing it, to help you check that you've typed in a listing correctly. 38,456 people demand to see your program. Hopeless programmers can help too. Discourse. You may already realize that many techniques used in computing are not that new at all. But did you know that some of them are more than 2,000 years old? James Wilson demonstrates. Calculating was originally an activity performed by priests, and its advance in early times sat on the back of priestly philosophical discussions on the nature of their gods, on perfection, and on the general shape of things. The second of the Ptolemaic rulers of Egypt founded a library and museum at Alexandria in about 300 BC. Amongst the first of the scholars to be called to this Alexandrian academy was Euclid, circa 330 BC to 260 BC. That illustrious mathematician. He came from Athens, where he had probably trained under Plato. For the next 22 centuries, the first 6 books of the 13-volume Elements of Geometry were the customary school introduction to geometry. Although the work is called Elements of Geometry, 3 of the volumes are devoted to the theory of numbers. In Book 9, Proposition 20 is the proof that there is no highest prime number, a remarkable deduction that an area that has exercised great minds ever since. In his 10th book, he explored the irrational quantities first discussed by Pythagoras, and to this day the subject of deep research by eminent mathematicians under dreaming spires. Getting things in proportion. The theory of proportion is a geometric commonality that is discussed in his 5th book and gives rise to the theory of irrational numbers, which was eventually developed by René Descartes, 1596 to 1650. Euclid also wrote a mathematical treatise on optics. He believed that light moved in straight lines and that vision was something that went forth from the eye. Many of his other works on astronomy and music are lost to us, though some survive in Arabic translations of dubious accuracy. Yeah, a little heavy there. Yeah, let's move on. These are small ads. CPC 6128 green screen, DMP 2000 printer, Protex, plus loads of software, tape and disc, all for £350. ABBA, the drive-in mover. If a drive switcher seems such a good idea, why don't you make your own? Phil Craven, who unlike ABBA, has never won in the Eurovision Song Contest, shows how. Not so long ago, I came across an unfortunate 6128 user who had a Multiface 2 and a 3.5-inch disk drive with 800k storage capacity. His idea was to store lots of games captured by the Multiface 2 on each 3.5-inch disk. The reason he is unfortunate is that the Multiface 2 only recognizes drive A, and the 3.5-inch, of course, is drive B. That's one good reason for a device to switch drive B into the drive A position and vice versa. And there are others. My solution is the ABBA modification described here. I'm pleased to report that all is now well, though he did have to fork out another 30p for a switch. So there you have it, a project to provide a switch to change drives A to B and B to A. Hence ABBA, get it? Be honest, you thought I was going to sing a song, didn't you? If you even try Craven, you're out, Ed. Don't miss DOS. To use the full 800k capacity of an 80-track double-sided drive, it's essential to have different disk operating system. Both Romantic Robot's RODOS-ROM and KDS's ROMDOS-ROM, RAM-DOS on disk, will do the job, but only RODOS will do it on drive A. This is not a judgment on either system. In fact, both are excellent, but it is necessary to know this for the ABBA project. Pilgrim, this month, Adventures in History Part 2, plus Lords and Ladies of Adventure. Old Gold, Adventures in History Part 2. Early optimism that adventures were about to become the most important sector of the home computer game market soon turned sour. Behold, the dawn of the Dark Age. An early effort task sets 1985 virtually insoluble Souls of Darkon marked the low point of the decline of adventures. It was their first and alas only release, while collector's items The Secret of St. Bride's really got the pilgrim going. By 1985, most larger companies were deciding that adventures simply did not worth pay. What went wrong? Looking at today's software catalogues, you'd find it hard to believe that once almost all major companies produced adventures from time to time. Melbourne House's Hobbit, Activision's Mind Shadow, Bug Bite's Twin Kingdom Valley, Software Project's Legion. However arcadey a software house might be, the odd adventure kept slipping out. The trouble started paradoxically because the software industry suddenly seemed to be doing so well. Companies were selling more and more arcade product, and in turn they began spending more and more on promoting it. In the scramble for bigger sales, bigger profits, and bigger games, the smaller companies began to get squeezed out, and so did the smaller groups of gamesters. Minority interests such as wargaming, strategy, and adventure were no longer able to raise enough cash to keep the companies that supported them going. In adventure terms, the game that really marked the low point of this decline was the infamous Souls of Darkon from Taskset. This small arcade company decided in 1985 to release their first adventure. The Pilgrim remembers with considerable discomfort a telephone conversation with Taskset boss Andy Walker, in which the latter waxed enthusiastic about his new product. It arrived days later, and the office proved almost completely insoluble, and shortly afterwards the company went bust. You can still find Souls of Darkon around today second hand. It's worth a try simply because it is the perfect example of total obscurity and puzzle technique. If you can crack it unaided, you deserve a medal, and what's more, unlike those of us who tackled it when it first came out, you can always phone Joan Pancott, see Lords and Ladies column, for help when you get stuck. Yeah. Well, fun. The 4 ages of adventure. Here are the 4 distinct ages of adventure, together with dates, landmarks, and when you can read about them in this series. Perhaps you disagree with them, or think some others we haven't mentioned. Let the Pilgrim know. 1983 to 1984, The Grand Romance. Graphics, interaction, music, and magic, sparked off by The Knight's Tale and The Hobbit. This period saw adventures in the top 20. Read about it in last month's issue. 1985 to 1986, The Dark Ages. The disappearance of software houses like Carnell and Richard Shepard at the beginning of the homebrew movement. That was the force adventure topics in different directions. Check out this month for details. 1986 to 1987, The Renaissance. Level 9 and Magnetic Scrolls begin to work towards a new age of adventure, featuring more advanced techniques and bigger games. Read all about it next month. 1988 to 89, The Age of Transformation. RPG, icon graphics, bigger memories, disk access. All these have arrived and mean a whole new direction for adventures. To find out more, stay tuned to Adventures in History. Next month, at last, the suspense is over. Find out not only the answers to the definitive Pilg quiz set in recent issues, but also who has won the coveted title of Amstrad Adventurer of 1989. Don't miss it. Here's cheat mode. Got more cheats. Classic Collection. DIA. Please bring back Classic Collection, as 23 of us are struggling to complete many of the games. We've noticed that you've run out of requests, but we'll guarantee that you'll get enough every month by sending your requests for as long as Amstrad Action stays alive. The 23 of us have signed a petition, and we do want some response, you know. Your greatest readers: Tippy Chung, D. Atkinson, Peter Davis, Robert Johnsons, M. Howlett, Chris Smith, Sam Walk, JJ, Denny Taylor, Sasuda Taylor, H. Stone, Peter Barnes, John Barnes, Andrew Hicks, D.S., Steve Nix, Andrew Jacobs, Graham Wright, Daniel Prime, K. Priest, T. Ling, Michael Gill, Jimmy Jones. We want classic collection. Please, 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 please. Okay, you guys, and all the rest of you have written in with the same request. Here it is. But remember, we're relying on you to keep up these lists of games you need. So get to reprint this. We're under attack. Battle stations. Boom. Oh no. The Living Daylights. Absolute Beginners. It's the beginning of the end for Andy Wilton. The first installment of Absolute Beginners, we learned how to use the print command to make an Amstrad display messages on its screen. Since then, we've seen how print can also tell us the value of variables and expressions while a program is running. So on. Last month we told you this was going to be the final installment of Absolute Beginners. Well, we ran out of room, so hang on for next month's real final episode. Oh. AA Buyer's Guide. So you want to spend some money on your CPC? Well, first of all, you need to know what's available. And here's the place to find it. This is the best and best known programs in each category, and giving you the producer, the phone number, the price, the issue in which the item was reviewed, and last but not least, a brief description of the program's features and, where appropriate, shortcomings. Don't take our word for it, though. We recommend you read the original review before you splash out, and even better, ask the person from whom you're buying it if it meets your particular needs. Best of all would be a tryout, if you can find a friend who already has what you're thinking of buying. And more stuff. Afterthought. Happy birthday, dear CPC. Happy 5th birthday to you. Don't miss the next Amstrad Action Packed issue, out Thursday, May 11th. The CPC character set. 5. The Serious Programmer. Living in his study, the cupboard under the stairs, the serious programmer spends every second from getting home from work to leaving again the following morning. He frequently falling asleep in front of the VDU in his cramped and stuffy little hole in the wall, for this is where the machine lives. Its keys barely accessible beneath a pile of regrettably unlabeled discs. The screen covered in several inches of dust. Who needs a glare screen? Hanging bizarrely from the back is a madcap assortment of ROMs, ROM boards, and mysterious attachments. The serious programmer is a master of most computer languages. He knows Pascal and COBOL and speaks C-Basic like a native. The one language he appears to have difficulty with is English. Worried queries and offers of food are met with Stallone-like series of grunts. Eat? Eat? There's no time to eat when you're exploring the boundaries of 8-bit technology. The SP writes letters to Pat McDonald that begin, I have a 6128, a colour monitor, an Epson printer, Maximum ROM, ProText, ProMerge, ProSpell, Utopia, BCPL, and DevPack 80, and end 4 pages later with a request for Romantic Robot's phone number. The SP's children are warned away from Daddy's important work, but the shameful truth is he's trying to prevent them from discovering Gronin the psychopathic accountant, Blobhead 6, and other disturbed fantasies of urban violence. Games are a secret vice that send the SP to the CPC rather than the PC, or proper computer, as its snobbish users call it, For the fact is, rather than plotting the orbit of Jupiter, the SP is in truth plotting to destroy its inhabitants. The SP buys AA every month, but of course he only reads the serious bits. He doesn't so much as glance at anything else. And as for Action Test, God forbid. But that was a funny old school Trent gave space wishes last month, and surely blaster boying is underrated, and could the author of the above please get in touch and let us know where to send the check. Get your own AA, partner. The 5th anniversary of the CPC, can you believe it? Anyway, to celebrate 5 years and 1 month of the CPC next month, we've got a positively comprehensive roundup from Trenton of soccer sims. Undergoing a strangely vigorous renaissance, all of a sudden, a review of what we strongly suspect is the best ever DTP package for the CPC, and it's very cheap too. Phil Howard kicks off a major series on hacking, and Stuart McCall explains just what's inside a computer. All this and more in June's AA. Make your ST Amiga earn. Yes, making money becomes incidental when you know how. Your micro is, if only you knew it, a gold mine. The size and make is irrelevant. We just said ST and Amiga. Make the initial effort now by starting your own home-based business. This may be the most important move you will ever make. Remember, you'll never get rich by digging someone else's ditch. Anyone in the country, including you, can become very rich in a relatively short period of time just by doing a few basic things. It's more rewarding than playing games. The benefits are many and varied, full or part-time. For free details, send SAE to Home-Based Business, 31 Pilton Place, King and King Street, Woolworth, London. Oh, you get rich. Oh. The Amstrad Action Special Offers section. Excellent reasons for subscribing to AA now. Receive your magazine before it hits the shops and sells out. And get £20 worth of Amstrad Action Special Offer vouchers. Subscribe to Amstrad Action for £16.50 and you'll receive 12 issues plus £20 worth of vouchers. Ooh. The highlighter pen. Get a whole bunch of highlighter pens. What do you get with your £20? Look over a page for details. Save £20. WC Le Mans. This is Le Mans. It's fast, it's good, in fact it's brilliant. Barbarian 2 from Palace Software, The Dungeon of Drax. Still got Amstrad and Artificial Intelligence. That book is still there. They've ran out of thingies, but they've still got that book. Bringing home the challenge of the arcade. Last duel. Capcom, giants of the video games industry. Atari ST, $14.99 disc. Oh, that's cheap. Amstrad, $9.99 cassette, $14.99 disc. Commodore 64, $128, $9.99 cassette, $14.99 disc. IBM PC, $19.99 disc. Oh, they get shafted in price. Ooh. Spectrum, 128K, $8.99 cassette, $12.99 disc. Why is that one cheaper? It's usually the C64 discs that are cheaper because the physical discs themselves are cheaper. Spectrum uses 3-inch discs, same as the Amstrad, so you'd expect them to cost the same. Who knows? An Amiga, $14.99 disc. Is it cheap for Amiga and ST? Ignore the PC. It's too expensive. Sort out the men from the boys. Run the gauntlet. Jet skis, hovers, speedboats, meteors, buggies, inflatables, supercats, quads, the hill, 9 explosive events. Spectrum, $8.99, Commodore, $9.99, Amstrad, $9.99, Atari ST, $19.99, Amiga, $24.99. And that's the end of the magazine.